Alright, let's go. Tonight, Here's Negan is premiering on AMC Plus, and I'm about to watch it. I've heard nothing but great things. The promo we got for it Sunday night really blew me away because we saw the tree where the war ended, and that's just really nostalgic for me. I mean, it's already been 4 years, and yeah, everything with Negan and Lucille just looks great. I mean, I could go on and on. I'm just super excited for this episode. I already know it's gonna be good. I've been wanting a Negan backstory forever, so I cannot wait to watch it. We know that we know for sure now that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be in season 11 because doorbell rang. We know that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be in season 11 because he said that he's been filming, and they actually it's taken them 28 days per episode in season 11. They've been filming for 3 months now, and they're just now wrapping up episode 3. So, like, oh my god. My first thought was that Negan was maybe going to be exiled and then leave after this episode like he does in the comics, but it seems like he's going to be around for a while, and he's at least going to be around for the action in season 11, so I am super excited. I've been looking forward to this episode for so long now. I've wanted a Negan origin story ever since I first fell in love with his character in season 7. I've always wanted to see what made him become the man that he is, because he's a villain who's very much, and I've said this before in other videos, he's very much similar to Thanos in that he's not just a crazy psychopath. You know, he cares about his people, he has goals, and clearly it's the world, it's this apocalyptic world that turned him into the monster that he became. And I think this episode is going to show him regretting that because he's been going through his redemption arc. I think he's going to be reflecting on the worst time of his life where he became the monster, the ruler of the saviors, and we're gonna see through the backstory with Lucille, with his wife, how he became that monster. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm sure they used Jeffrey Dean Morgan's real wife, Hillary Burton. I'm sure their chemistry is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see him making the bat, just everything about it. And it's gonna be different from the comic. We know that it's not gonna be completely accurate to the Here's Negan comic, so and I've read that, it's amazing, by the way. So yeah, the fact that it's different from that, I'm gonna be totally going in blank. I have heard that there's going to be some surprise cameos, but to be honest, I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if people are just fucking with me or what, but regardless of what happens, this episode's gonna be amazing. Everyone loves it. Even the people that haven't liked these episodes, haven't liked the past few ones, have all agreed that this one is amazing, so I cannot wait to get started. I'm hoping that if the surprise cameo thing is true, that the cameo is Dwight, because it's really a shame that he went over to Fear because he's such a big character in the comics. Even after the Saviors, he sticks around and he doesn't die until the middle of the Commonwealth arc. So I would love to, one, have him back on the show, just like now, but if we could get him back in this flashback, I'd be really happy with that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I mean, I could go on and on about this, but I'm not going to ramble. I am super hyped for it. As you can tell, I love Negan. He's definitely my top 3 characters. He's my favorite villain of any series or movie or anything. I love him so much. I just can't wait to watch this episode. I mean, I don't really have many predictions because we know it's going to be different from the comic. So I'm just ready to enjoy this freaking movie. Like, let's get started. Okay.
Hey YouTube viewers. Is this title? I have my purple notebook and I titled it Here's Negan.
Yes.
Because we're excited for the Negan episode. So I don't really know what's going to happen. Just a backstory with Negan and
his wife.
Lucille, yeah, his wife. So.
And also it's going to show the present with him and Carol.
Okay, cool.
But mostly his wife.
I don't really have much to say except for I'm excited. I think this is going to be one of the best episodes. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
I hope it doesn't disappoint.
I've heard nothing but good things. Everyone is saying this is one of the best episodes ever.
I don't know what to expect really, but I'm happy to see Negan. So I'm expecting this to be the best episode so far.
Definitely. Do you have anything?
Yeah, no, nothing new, but yeah, I'm more excited to see this one than any of the others I've watched so far because I remember him making the show really, really interesting back when I was kind of involved in it.
Yeah, he's good. I'm sure it's going to be great. Gracie's ready to fight.
Fun fact, you know who plays Lucille in this, Mark?
Louisville Slugger.
No, his wife. His name is Lucille.
Oh.
Who plays his wife?
Hillary Burton, his real life.
His real life wife.
Oh, we didn't get a preview.
Different part of the property of Dave's.
There's no time to waste on previews.
Yeah, because so much is going to happen. That's the song that Carl sang when Negan forced him to sing something.
I just wanted to thank you for getting me the hell out of Dodge. Hell, there's only so far I can go to get out of her way.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking maybe...
I think that's the Cabin Daryl video. I'm hoping that they show, like what everyone talks about, how if you see it from Negan's perspective, he's not really a villain.
Little pig.
It's going to be himself talking to himself.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh my god. Oh, I hope it's like a flash. I hope it's like a flashback.
Carl said it doesn't have to be.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be fight anymore. She was wrong.
Oh my god. Yes.
Still on
So they just left it there. No one touched it. That's why it's buried. They just didn't give a shit and they just left it where he dropped it. He's just digging everywhere.
I've seen this movie. It's called Holes.
He wants to kill that walker with his bat.
Oh, he's gonna get to.
That's wood.
You feel that.
I thought we would never see her again because they seem to just have forgotten about it.
Valak's Vipers.
But everything they're showing, this
Valak
is all
is the
happening.
demon and Conjuring 2 and the nun.
This is gonna be like the Daryl episode. We're gonna jump around. It reminds me of Joe the Claimer.
Well, no wonder he becomes who he is. This would do it. I mean, it would change.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It changed Rick. It changed everyone.
Back in the cool.
It's funny to see him in a different coat. What's wrong with him? Why is
Oh, that's the cameo.
Do that.
She's one of the saviors. I wish it was
Yeah.
Dwight. I wish it was Dwight though, but
I
that's still
reckon.
really cool. It's weird seeing him like afraid of walkers.
He's gonna kill it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Oh my gosh, look at him. That's
It's like you the first time you were in the pool or swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little-
That was.
yeah.
He's gonna get killed.
He has like a bunch of layers on.
Look at him.
Oh, it didn't go in far enough.
His wife had to kill the first one. His backstory is great.
It's trying to be a slow descend into him becoming.
Is he all that bad or any different than Rick, really?
Well, yeah, right now he's in the same boat as Rick, just trying to protect his wife.
I mean, he did mean things like what he did to Dwight, but he's not all bad.
You'll see that something like killing Glenn is equal to the things that Rick did. Obviously, he became this evil dictator, but the actions he did were very similar to actions Rick and many other people had to do. That shirt is Beta. That's his album.
Oh, it is.
Half Moon. Because he's this big celebrity and they probably listen to his music.
That's why he gives his prisoners dog food. Jacket.
Oh, that's different. I wonder where like Rick and them are right now.
What
Oh.
happened?
The generator never turned on. The medicine probably went bad. Fucking commercial.
7 months earlier?
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
I don't know what's going
Oh, it's the Iron Man song. Yes, this is perfect for you.
I know the beginning of the song.
I threw the receipt away.
It's symbolic too, back in black.
They could have picked a better song. It's like Breaking Bad. Oh, I wonder if they're going to show that he cheated on her.
That would be horrible.
Because that's what happens in the comic. I thought they weren't going to do it.
She can't get a hold of Janine either.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Gun.
Oh my gosh, she got gone.
Lucille.
Oh, Lucille.
Lucille's thirsty.
Tell me she dies while he's gone.
There's no way he can cure her alone.
The episode is sad.
Morgan Jr.
Oh.
Oh,
She's giving him just a bat.
That's the bat you hit me with?
I think you might be right. She's gonna be dead when he comes back.
How in the world are you gonna get out?
Story time.
I bet he is right now. I'll come back. Gosh, I bet Lucille's gonna be dead. This is gonna suck.
Please don't leave me like this. Aww.
Oh my god.
She killed herself.
Oh.
I don't know why she did that.
I think she didn't want him to go on
So she didn't want
trying
him.
to save her when she knew she was going to probably die eventually
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrible.
We can't do it. I don't think I
Oh my
cried
god.
at any moment of Walking Dead. This made me cry.
Oh my god.
It's gonna burn it down. We can't do it. Came out a different person.
Yeah, now he's different.
He's different now. He's gonna go kill those people.
Yeah.
They hold a part in it. They hadn't kept him. Maybe she'd
Yeah.
still be alive.
The mailbox said Smith.
That was really good. Watch him come out with that fire behind him. Like he's different now. Oh my gosh, Negan's gonna
my
come
God.
save.
Yeah,
or at
he's
least
gonna
save the
bury him.
girl.
Yeah, he's gonna kill those guys.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
This guy might die, but Negan's gonna kill them.
It's probably gonna be his first human kill. Oh
Oh!
my god!
Yes!
Oh! Damn!
Damn.
I wasn't even
That's his
ready.
first ever kill.
Because
Oh.
he's different now.
Yeah.
He couldn't even kill a walker. He could not even kill a walker.
Yeah, now he's just
And
killed
now
them
he's
with no
pissed.
hesitation.
It was like, boom.
Yeah. Oh my god.
2 down.
What the hell's
This has
going
been
on
the
out
best episode of Walking Dead I have
exactly.
ever seen. Come on, dude, get loose. Where do you even get a gun? Watch this guy take him out. The guy.
Oh, he's knocking. He's knocking on the door.
I knew this guy was gonna help.
He's gonna go in and kill him.
Oh, he's
God.
gonna make him suffer.
Yeah, I bet these two are gonna be the first ever people that are part of his group that becomes the
Well,
saviors.
no wonder. I would too.
Yeah.
I would be like, I'm with
people
him.
join him because they feel safe with him.
Damn. Yes. This is awesome.
Here we are again.
His first Negan speech.
Yeah.
When I do something very terrible is gonna happen to you. No, I never. So this is for not killing
He's
me.
gonna kill him.
This is for what?
Not killing me.
And now he's gonna kill this logger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just so afraid.
What if he'll just go back to Alexandria and be like, I ain't leaving?
Oh, it broke. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god. It
I was
should
going to
have.
say, he's been buried in there.
I
for a
wish it
long
broke
time.
on beta, but that's cool. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Feels like he's saying bye to
Yeah,
Lucille. He's gonna put it in
He's
the fire.
properly saying goodbye.
He is back in
Oh.
Alexandria. I told you.
Wait. Oh my god.
Oh. Is he gonna apologize to Maggie? I knew he'd go back and just said it.
In fact, that whole situation isn't gonna work out. I came by here hoping to make.
I told you he'd
Oh
go
my
back.
god. Well,
I
yeah.
called that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I
She's
knew-
gonna kill him.
I knew when he
She's
put
gonna try to
Lucille
kill him.
in the fire and said goodbye to her. Like he's going back to Alexandria. I
Why?
knew it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, okay. I have some things to
I don't
say
think
about
Maggie's
him.
literally going to kill him, but she's
No,
going to
she's
try.
not.
She's gonna try to though.
She can try, but she's not.
Logically speaking,
It
if you
probably
see
won't
him,
work.
you see him back there. Wow. Yeah, that definitely lived up to it.
So that, by the way of the music and the drums at the end, they're making it sound like, oh, there's going to be some big battle between
It doesn't
Maggie
mean
and
there will
Negan,
be.
Yeah.
and there'll be some kind of tension.
I was
But
expecting
she's
him-
not going to kill him, and
Yeah.
he's not, like, he's grinning and smirking at her, making it seem like, oh, the bad Negan's back, or
Yeah.
he's going to be a prick. No, he's not. Because of what he said when he was putting Lucille in the fire at the end, he's saying goodbye to his wife, but he says, I'm going to do your fighting for you. He's going to do
Yeah.
whatever it takes to be a good
Yeah.
man within the group.
That's what
Well, I think the
Just
first
not
step,
from living.
I think the first
in the
step to
cabin.
that is to give Maggie an apology rather than a smirk.
Yeah.
Maybe he will.
Yeah.
They just left it like that to get us.
I'm just saying, if you put yourself in Maggie's shoes and you see him walking in, smiling, you're gonna be pissed.
She's the same as him when his wife died.
Yeah.
And he was pissed and killed those guys.
Exactly.
Because they were somewhat responsible.
Yeah.
He is responsible for Glenn's death.
Well, damn, that's the finale.
So, and she wants to kill him the way he just killed those bikers.
Yeah. That was really good.
But when you see it, Negan's story, man.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, to that point too. He killed those bikers out of emotional rage, but then, like he said to her about killing walkers at the beginning, he said, "I'm afraid I'm going to get used to it." Yeah. He got used to it, and that's why he became so evil.
Yeah. I
think when he killed those guys, he's still a good man, but he got used to it.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to find Lucille now. Not clearly not because he's going to become vengeful again. He just wanted to find Lucille as a way to remember his wife, and now he was able to finally
remember who he was.
Yeah, he was able to finally say goodbye to her.
Yeah.
And I love the Back in Black.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys confused me.
That's symbolism for this whole episode and Negan in general.
Yeah, you should say why.
Because
what?
Talk about the symbolism.
Oh, because the song is called Back in Black. When that song was released, it was the first song that ACDC did after their lead singer died. So it was like, we're back. That was the meaning behind the song. They got their new singer, Brian Johnson, and the meaning of that song is we're back.
Yeah.
And so Back in Black, his jacket's black. He already had his jacket, but his whole, it's like symbolism for who he is.
Who he becomes.
Yeah.
Okay. I immediately thought that he looked strange in a different coat in the beginning when he didn't have his coat on, and they showed him in the flashback, like you know, hanging with his wife and going to see those doctors. He just looked so different in a long coat, and he looked thinner too.
Yeah.
I think he said, "How I got so lucky that you stuck with me."
Yeah.
And I wrote, "How I got so lucky that you stuck with me." I'm not saying that to you. I wrote in parentheses, Mark should say to me. So that was just funny. Oh, Negan is funny trying to kill a walker. That was hilarious. And then his wife had to come and shoot it because he couldn't even do it. He got it in his eye and missed. And the walker might have been him if his wife didn't come out and shoot it for him. That was just funny because that's not the Negan we know. Oh, and I legit cried. I wanted to cry again when his wife died. That, I don't think, and I know I said it during the episode, but in case people didn't hear.
Definitely made you that emotional.
Right, no episode in this whole series. I don't think I even cried even when Glenn died or Carl died. I don't recall.
I was tearing up when Carl died.
It was sad, but I didn't cry like this. This legit made me cry. And then I thought it was really cool when he started the fire and he walked out, and the fire's behind him and he walks out.
That was cool.
That was super cool because
it's showing him.
You could tell he changed.
His new life.
Yeah, it was like leaving your old life behind and walking through that door. Out that door, you were walking into your new life. That was very pivotal and very, very good. And you root for Negan. I wrote you root for Negan when you see this episode especially and see his backstory. You can't help but root for him to some degree.
Yeah.
And two things left. I called it. I had just said he's going to go back to Alexandria, and a minute later there he is. And
I knew he'd be back. I didn't think he'd be at the end of this.
Well, I was so stoked that it was because I'm like, I called it. And then my last thing I wrote was best episode ever in the whole series of Walking Dead now.
Yeah.
When you say, do you have a favorite episode?
I wasn't lying when I told you.
Here's Negan was the best Walking Dead episode.
It is definitely in my top 5.
I have ever seen.
It is crazy good.
It's my number 1.
Yeah. I want to say it's my number 1, but...
So...
one thing I was going to say, you said that when Negan was killed the bad guy at the bar and saved Laura's dad and all them. you were saying like, yeah, I would go with Negan at this point.
Yeah, I did.
If you were in his position.
I said that.
He's like, he's gonna keep you safe, and
yeah,
you're with a strong group with him. Well, if you're just someone who's completely innocent, you're a good person, and you're with Negan, and then you're safe, so you stick with him for the next 3 years, and then the leader Negan gets in a war with some guy named Rick.
Oh, Rick's the bad guy.
And then yeah, so if you've been with Negan from the beginning, this guy Rick comes in and starts shooting up the place, and then
you think,
and Rick wants to kill he just like doesn't give a shit. He wants to kill all the saviors.
Then to them, Rick is the bad guy, because even if you say, well, didn't they see Negan do bad things? Yes, they probably did, but the other group saw Rick do bad things, and they still stuck with him.
And obviously Negan became much worse because Rick never became a dictator that forced people to live under his rule. But in terms of killing people, they're the same.
Yeah. If you look at it from Negan's people's point of view, Rick and his group would be the bad guys.
Yeah,
it wasn't like with the governor. With the governor, there was a clear good and bad. With Negan, he's done bad stuff, but he's not overall bad. And some of his people might not know all the bad stuff that he's done. They might just see the Negan who keeps them safe. They don't know all the ins and outs of everything.
And the only reason that when the war ended, the only reason that Rick didn't kill all the saviors, because he didn't know who were the crazy saviors that were loyal to Negan and would just were bad people. So he wanted to just kill all of them. Yeah. But it was partly Jesus, but mainly Carl that convinced him to not kill everyone.
Or Rick would have, which would have been just as bad as Negan. So Rick had it in him too.
So Carl stopped Rick from becoming as bad as Negan was. So I've
had
always
a
liked
voice
that.
of reason,
Yeah, I've always really loved that.
So yeah.
But yeah, this episode
was
good.
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And even if you don't like Negan and think Rick's group was the good ones and Negan is bad, if you watch this episode, so I'm not even going to argue. You're allowed to think that Negan was all bad. You don't, have much mercy for him. But you'd have to have a little bit of mercy for him after watching this episode to see that he was just a normal guy.
Yeah. This is just to add on to his redemption.
Yeah, that things that happen in your life can change who you are.
Yeah. I really hope
it's human.
I know this will happen, but I still want to say it. I really hope that Rick reunites with Daryl, but I also want to see him with Negan again. I can't even imagine what that scene would be like.
Well, everybody else has been able to move on with Negan. The one who can't is Maggie.
Well, that's completely understandable.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. If you look at it from Maggie's side.
I understand both sides.
Well, we're looking at it from Rick and Negan's side. If you look at it, add Maggie in there.
Rick's on the same side as Maggie.
True, but I just mean, just keep it separate for a minute, because if you look at it just from solely her angle, of course she wants him dead, and you can't fault her for that. I would too. So it's going to be interesting where it goes from here.
Yeah, I hope that this Sunday we get a release date of the final season.
Yeah.
So, and I hope we also get some kind of teaser trailer.
You're not gonna get a teaser trailer. Oh no, well, Comic-Con will probably start.
Comic-Con, well, because
you'll get a real trailer by Comic-Con.
We know it starts summer 2020, so that could mean June or August.
Probably August.
And then if it starts in August, Comic-Con is July 20th. That's really late.
Big trailer.
Well, normally we get a 5-minute trailer for the premiere in October in July. That doesn't make sense for them to have this 5-minute long trailer a few weeks before it premieres. So what I'm saying is maybe we'll get a trailer. Maybe we'll get it when Fear ends in June. I'm saying we'll get some sort of teaser.
I have a question.
What?
If there hadn't been COVID at all, coronavirus never happened, would we not have got these episodes, these 6 bonus?
Yeah, I think it would have.
Because would we not have seen this?
We wouldn't have 6 new episodes. It would have started. We would have gotten season 11. And season 11, I don't know. I can't say. Well, listen, I can't say for sure what would have happened. I think what would have happened is we would have gotten season 11 for 16 episodes, the original finale where Beta died. That would have been the finale. season 11 would have started, and we would have gotten straight into the Commonwealth stuff. All of these episodes wouldn't have happened.
Which would have been a bummer because.
And then I think we would have gotten season 12, and it probably would have ended there.
I've liked these episodes.
I don't think they would have. I don't think if it weren't for COVID, I don't think they would have just never done Here's Negan.
Yeah.
But it probably would have been different. Like maybe it would be just an episode in season 11, or they could have done a movie or something.
I would like to thank coronavirus because this has been one good thing.
Yeah.
Is because this episode.
Well, I don't think this episode wouldn't have existed if it weren't for COVID.
It might have just been different.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm guessing that they announced that there's going to be a spin-off of one of the greatest villains in the series, and
that'll be him.
Yeah, everyone's guessing. Some people are saying it's going to be Governor or Beta or something, but I think it makes the most sense. After everyone loved this.
If there's a Governor spin-off, I am not watching it. I couldn't stand him.
Well, forget about that, because that's probably not going to be it, but that would be pretty cool. Who's your favorite villain besides Negan? I'll go first. Negan is number 1. Number 2 is Shane. Then Beta, then Alpha. They're kind of interchangeable. Negan, Shane, Beta, Alpha, the Governor, and then Terminus and all the rest.
Okay.
Negan, Shane, the Governor.
I put Negan.
You put Beta over Alpha?
No, I just grouped them together.
I grouped them together too.
I didn't. What if you had to pick between those two?
Alpha's first.
Alpha.
I put Negan's 1, Shane's 2, Alpha 3/Beta, then Terminus. I guess Governor would have to be 4, and then Terminus and Wolves like 5 and 6. You know, I didn't like the Governor.
Yeah.
So we all agree that the top 3 are Negan, Shane, and Alpha Beta.
I will forever miss Shane.
I know.
It was so perfect. His story was so perfect and how he went out. It was so good, but it just sucks that he was so short-lived.
Yeah.
But it's also a blessing that he should have died in season 1 if they followed the comics, but they kept him around as long as they could. But man, I miss Shane so much.
But that was a great.
That's why he's a great villain, because he was one of the good guys.
Yeah, I love the farm season 2.
How to go about living.
If they do like in the Tales of the Walking Dead thing, or if they do some sort of what if, I would love for them to do like a what if. Well, like what if Shane became a savior, and I just have a picture in my head like it's this alternate timeline where Shane ran away or just left at the farm, and then it's years later, and instead of Negan coming out of the RV, it's Shane.
That would be.
I would, if they ever do a what if type thing, that is like my number 1 thing that I want to see.
Yeah, that would be very cool. This episode was great.
It was great.
It made up for all the boring episodes I've sat through.
Yeah, well, oh my god. And now, when we get started with season 11, none of these are going to be filled at all.